But of course, Yap had a miss. Carlo had a miss on the 3 to win it. Pretty easy safety behind the 6-8. This is like a no-brainer for these guys.
At this level, dropping behind 1 ball is common. When they've got 2 to hide behind, it's almost a certainty.
Yeah, and also recognizing he can go in there with speed, and the green 6 is going to hold the cue ball up, securing him behind the black 8.
The extension, please.
Boy, a difficult kick, and now you have to use the bridge as well. Going 2 cushions, makeable kick shot. Just like Carlo Beato, if you're ever around a tour and players start to talk about different assets and different players' games, kicking at the ball is definitely when Kaçi's name is brought up. All right, how's the speed here? Caught the ball a little thin to the pocket, and now very thin on the green 6.
How about that one?
Yeah, those young eyes feel. And the good thing about that shot was not only making it, but the speed control on the cue ball needs to be off on that mark, and now he should be settled in to take rack number 1.
You say young guys, and they most definitely are. Even though he's been around for what seems like an age, Eklent Kaçi is still only 25.
Yeah, I remember first meeting him. I think he was 17, maybe 18. He was in Virginia at the U.S. Open, and I watched him practice for about 2 hours and went up and introduced myself, and I said, young man, I think you'll be #1 in the world one day.
And he has been.
Team European first rack.
There you go.
A little short of his mark. He's going to double bank this now. Don't try to flirt too much with the cue ball. He was trying to spin him behind the 6, and he may serve up a shot. Looks like the brown 7's helping him out. But Kaçi, again, one of the best with the jump cue as well.
One of those folks, Kaçi, he's always got that look of disdain on his face, hasn't he? Almost pursed lips. What have you done to me?
Always talk about the Ko family, the trio of great players, and Ko Ping Han certainly the youngest, but showing us the class. I think one day we may have a Kaçi duo, whether it be here in the Reyes Cup or the Moscona Cup, really.
Yeah, Claudio making strides. The younger brother, Claudio Kaçi, went deep in Hanoi.
Well, and if you just watched them both, a little bit different at the table with their styles, I think, honestly, my opinion. Also, Phil, the last match was pure quality by both teams, really. So this Reyes Cup Day 1 is shaping up nicely for the remaining 3 days after it. Much to unfold here still in day 1, and we always know a lead is huge, even if it is just one game. But that's kind of the feeling I get at the moment. It's going to be some type of 3-2 lead or deficit, whichever team you're rooting for. All right, this is the type of shot, even though the rails are, I think, playing really kind of perfect, you still want to kind of smooth it up the table. Yeah, that's a good stroke. Should get plenty out of the cue ball. Caught the 8 a little heavy to the pocket. That's why he missed out on probably 6 or 8 inches of cue ball movement.
Duong Quoc Hoang playing in the most pressurized environment I think he's ever encountered.
Did end up short though, because the 3 definitely passed the purple 5. Is he trying to squeeze him behind the 6? Little spin. Oh, really nice. And it shows me that they're pretty on point of the slick table there, playing it with a nice touch. Kaçi will go to the top cushion, trying to make the 3 in the lower left. If he doesn't make it, he wants to get the cue ball to continue down towards this bottom cushion. Should be something like medium speed.
Well, in the first rack, Kaçi had the bonus of potting one when he escaped. No bonus there.
And if he gets out here after that kick in the first game and the clearance from Kaçi, the pressure will be back on the big man from Albania. Going into the 9 here maybe. Yeah, it was a great event there in Glasgow, but I got to watch this guy just kind of dismantle many players, and fell a little straight here, so don't force it. Just find the angle on the 8 that you like. You're going to have to shoot it from a bit of distance. But again, looking forward to 4 days of pool, and this man's going to be heavily involved, if Asia has a win. Being able to accept this distance and knock the ball in, they may not realize what that does, but that just starts to get you a little more confident, a little more comfortable, a little more settled in. Center cut, Phil.
On the shot, we've seen plenty of movement from a number of players this evening, but not from Duong Quoc Hoang. The only thing that's moving is the scoreboard in his favor.
He's worried about is catching the green here after he contacts the pink. Good stuff. And I don't know if anyone's the favorite to hit this ball, even the great Efren Reyes.
Foul stroke, no contact. Ball in hand.
You called it, Jeremy?
Yeah, I hate to give up ball in hand, just surrender it on purpose, but I think I would have tried to tie up the 5 and 8 there. All right, remember the miscue he had in the team match. He's got a heavy drawback here to the short side of the 8. Got such a sweet stroke, though. He wants us to slow down. He doesn't want to shoot the 9 from the rail. Now, can he cheat this any?
What big moments these, because if he can go 3-1 ahead, of course, he gets to break in the next rack.
He's got a little angle. He's just got to smooth it and take what you can. Getting just off the rail that much is pretty good.
It's all about keeping still and trusting your alignment on these shots, and he has been still so far. Watch the arm, watch the shoulder, watch the head, and watch the 9 ball go in. Very good indeed, technically.
Yeah, I like chipping the 2 up the table near the purple and just coasting over behind the red 3. Really natural. You got the green 6 there as well. Really good again.
When I wasn't on commentary duties last week, popped out of the box to watch Duong play a few racks. Not that many, but maybe a half a dozen. And he seemed more nervous there than he does here.
Yeah, he was the true hope of Vietnam to make a deep run, and you never know, take down that Hanoi Open, but it wasn't to be. But so far here, been rock solid. And I'll tell you, it's 3-1. Duong, right? And Kaçi's kicked 2 big balls in.
Extension, please.
Duong's just relieved. There's no shape attached.
I think he may go for this cross side bank. Cue the ball nicely. Just draw 1 rail out to the center between the 5 and 9. He's got a nice safety behind the green 6, though. He's definitely going. You can always double bank this as well, just in case you miss the first pocket.
There was shape attached there. And now the rack opens up.
Well, again, that's a big part of 9-ball pool, being able to kick at the balls well and trying to use the 8 and 9 for a snooker. He could edge the pink around the cue ball, 2 cushions behind the 6 as well. Wow, he went for the make. He's passed on a few. I thought that was a little surprising. Didn't mind it though. And Kaçi will definitely attack here.
Tense rack. The kind of rack that's decided by either brilliance or blunder.
Yeah, he's going to try and put a little left English. Maybe use the 8 and 9 for a snooker if a miss is there.
Brilliance might be overstating it, but certainly very good indeed. And when you pot a ball like that, you deserve a reasonable kiss.
The 4 or 5 near the pocket, the 6 up near the opposite pocket up the table. So all about this blue 2, really. Could flick the 6. Don't hit it thick. That's dead center, I think. Oh, really good. Held a little angle also. So, of course, you don't want to start to cinch the balls. And pool, nothing wrong with a cinch decision, but you don't want to make cinch strokes. And what I mean by that is I may go forward here on this 3, trying to open the pocket up a little bit and shoot the 4 from a little more distance. He's just looked as smooth as anyone.
I was just about to say the same thing. I think technically he has been the best of any player here. You can't wish for a better rack than this.
No, it was all about that first nice 2 ball. And don't get me wrong, the 3 was not easy either. You're gonna hear him to the hill from the crowd.
Duong Quoc Hoang regains the lead for Asia. And now we're involved in the first singles. Kaçi tried to win the last 2 racks to salvage a point.
Foul
I
short.
was just about to say that he's had a couple breaks where the cue ball kind of threatened coming across towards the middle, and he dodged it with a few kisses on the cue ball. Now, nothing better than this
And please start
for
the shot
Duong
clock.
to get his first point in the Reyes Cup. He's perfect, Phil.
A roar of delight. An applause of appreciation. He's not just on the verge of winning this match, he's put in a stellar performance.
Well, if you just think about it, it's going to be 2-1 to Asia if he gets out here. But by my math, they would have been ahead, what is that, 14-10 in games, I believe, played so far. So maybe good for Europe that they somehow pulled out that team match.
You have to think 10 weeks away from Christmas, Kaçi's goose is cooked.
Man, all you can say is the guy who played the best is certainly winning the match. This guy's played beautifully here in match number 3.
Brilliant! Victory for Vietnam equals awesome for Asia. Not just a victory, a dynamic display.